Hello, divine creations, divine marvels, children of God. Thanks so much for dropping by. This is part two of a video. I read a question on Quora, and the question is, which God saves us? And for some reason, I remembered it wrong, and I thought the question is, what is the God that saves us? And um, so I think they're both fascinating questions, and there's something about that second one. What is the God that saves us? And so this will be a two-part response. Who knows? Maybe it'll be a third part. We'll see. But so many of us were raised in a specific culture or religious tradition. And what I want to invite people to do, it's something that I did, and I found it exceptionally helpful, is to put aside everything we've been taught, everything I was taught, and really ask, what is God? You know, I've been leading these gatherings now for 7 years. And for the first couple of years, every time I said God, I would wince because I had so many negative connotations and memories of what I was taught God was, but I was also afraid of scaring people away because so many people, you know, the G word to many people is practically like a swear word. They've been taught the most awful, horrible things about God. And so it can even be really helpful, and I did this for a while, is to put aside the word God and just pick another word. It can be from another language, it can be from another tradition other than your own. It can just be something like the word source or the divine. To give yourself a break from all the things that we've been taught about God and to really, I want to say, start a fresh relationship. You know, if you know, let's say I've got a blind date and all these people have told me all these things about this person. And so before even meeting them, I have all these preconceived ideas, some of them good, some of them not so good. And it's kind of hard to have a real genuine relationship under such circumstances. And so the same thing is really true for God. You know, until we, um, you know, I first really started to know God through just taking on an entirely different word. And it's interesting, the course I was studying was based around the idea that God has a feminine side to it. Of course, in the tradition I was raised in, God was absolutely masculine. And so the person who was teaching the course suggested that for a while you just try on the word goddess and see how it goes to bring forth so that you can see the more fuller picture of God, but so that you can just get out of all the, you know, I was raised with the idea of God as like this punishing, judgmental guy with a beard in the sky. It's quite scary, actually, quite terrifying. You do the wrong thing and you get punished for eternity. And so it was actually really helpful. So whether or not you use the word goddess or source, or maybe you look to another tradition like Allah from Islam or Brahman from Hinduism, or you know, Yahweh from Judaism, it was profoundly transformative for me to just come up with a whole new word and start a whole new relationship. And I invite everyone to do that. So with all of that said, what is the God that saves us? Well, I've found my answer to that, and it's through the teachings of Bruno Goerning, a very, very pure soul. And he kept it very simple when he spoke about God. He said, God is goodness, love, life. God is harmony, and God never punishes. which is one of the ideas that I had been raised with, that God was a wrathful, punishing being, which of course is terrifying because it's terrifying to have a wrathful, punishing person in your life, but even more so, a punishing, wrathful, omnipotent being. It's utterly terrifying. So I invite people to a real simple idea of God. And Bruno Gournian also said God is everywhere and in everything, which means that God is closer than close. That we don't have to die to feel close to God. We don't have to die to find God. If God is all around us and inside of us, then what we just need to do is notice. And he taught a very simple way of doing that, and I'm going to lead people through it right now. He called it, the German word was Einstellen, which has many meanings, such as tuning in, attuning, focusing. It also means to take in. And so it's kind of a form of meditation, but not meditation in the normal sense of the word. If you'd like to try it out, please sit with your legs uncrossed, feet flat on the floor, hands on your legs, palms facing upwards. Back, if possible, not leaning against your chair, but in an upright position. Then close your eyes and have the will, the intention to receive healing life energy. And notice what you feel. Observe your body. Once again, having the will, the intention to take in healing life energy while observing your body. So we'll just sit for a few minutes in silence. Every now and then I'll come in with a reminder. Taking in the good, observing your body. Noticing what you feel. Just keep coming back to observing your body. So there you go. There was a short introduction. Some people find it hard to focus or concentrate, in which case you can turn on some music, repeat a short prayer while you're doing it, follow your breath. The ultimate practice is to notice what you're feeling while having the intention to take this energy in. So I hope this helped people have a connection or a spiritual feeling. And if you have any questions or comments, please do feel free to post them. Thanks so much for joining in. Take care. Much love.